What's up, guys? Bugler Outdoors here again. Today's video is all about the AR9. Stay tuned.
Let him fight, let him fight.
Here in Miami. Here in Alright guys, if it's your first time here visiting, I'm glad you're watching. Please do me a favor, subscribe to my channel if you like it, share my videos if you like it, and hit that like button on the bottom. That like button puts us in the YouTube algorithm, and you know how people are trying to put up videos and being pushed to the bottom so they can put other things up top. We'll put our videos up to the top. So without further ado, here we go. Today's video is about, right here, AR9 pistol. Okay? Most people that have an AR15 know that AR15 comes in two parts. You have a lower and you have an upper. Okay, pretty much your gun shoots whatever your upper shoots. Now for the AR15 platform, which would briefly be 5.56, 223, 6.5 Grendel, 22, there's a whole bunch of them, you can look it up, but for the AR15 platform, you could shoot out of your gun whatever AR15 shoots with the right mag and the right upper, so you wouldn't have to buy a new lower again. So pretty much, if you wanted to shoot, say you had yours, and you wanted to, you had one like, well, everybody has a typical AR15, okay, that everybody has, which is pretty much the most common is a 223 5.56. So say you had a 223 5.56. Well, what you do is, say you want to shoot 9. So what you do is, you would take out your mag. All right, you would take out your mag. All right. You would get yourself a 223 well, you have a 223 5.56 to begin with, so you want to shoot 9. You would get yourself a mag that shoots 9mm, which I will tell you how to convert your mags to 9mm. Explain to you the differences of 9mm ARs. You'd put your, you put your 9mm mag in there. All right, and then what you would do is you take off your AR15, your 223 upper, and you get yourself, for purpose of the video, a different upper, which would be like a 223, a 9mm upper. All right, and you put your new upper on, and you pretty much, once you do that, every AR15 goes back together. That easy. All right, and then what you did was you pretty much converted your 223 into a 5.56. Now, with that said, braces, okay? We're going with pistol length, and I don't really want to get into a video all about pistol length. But just before you even get started and everybody starts crying, once you have a barrel under, don't quote me, I believe if it's under 16 inches, it becomes a pistol. Okay? So when you have a pistol, you have to use a pistol brace, which is meant to shoot as a brace strapped to your arm out like a gun, like a handgun. Okay? So if your AR-15 you had a regular stock on the back, okay? A regular stock, that would mean that you have an over 16-inch barrel, which it is a rifle. When you replace it with your 9mm or whatever you choose, you have to be 16 or over inches to be still considered a rifle, and you would to keep your same brace on. If you decide to go to a pistol, which this is considered a pistol, okay, this is a 3.5-inch barrel, you have to put on a brace, because this, if I were to keep a regular stock on the back, it is considered a short barreled rifle, and you need an ATF tax stamp for that. Very illegal, a lot of prison time. So make sure you know, if anything you're doing has a barrel length of under 16 inches, it is considered a pistol, and you would have to put a pistol brace, an approved pistol brace. Anything over 16 inches is considered a rifle, and you could put a regular stock on it. Okay? A little confusing, but that's just the way it is. That's the laws. Okay? So, let's say you had an AR-15 pistol, a 223 5.56 pistol, and you wanted to switch to a 9mm pistol, pistol's the word here, okay? You would already have a brace on the back, unless you have your SBR stamped through the ATF. You would have a pistol brace on the back. Then you could swap it to your 9mm pistol. So what you do is, like I showed you prior, take your AR lower, you put your new upper on top, swap out your mag for the matching mag with the matching upper, and there you go. Okay, so now with that all said and done, we're gonna go through my AR9 pistol. Okay, we're gonna go through it right now. Okay, now my AR9 pistol, we'll start with the upper. The upper is an upper by a company called Javadi Firearms. Okay, now it's supposedly a billet upper. The company Javadi, don't know too much about them. I do know this. I went and bought this upper from a place called AR15 Parts Depot in Orlando, Florida. They don't answer emails. They don't answer phone calls. Sometimes they're not even there. I need a 9mm pistol upper. I've seen one on their website. I've seen it in Orlando. I work out there. So I went there, went to the store. It's kind of shady, but it's a legal store. It's a firearm place. I think for this upper, I paid $500. Okay, and it's a quality upper. Okay, the bolt carrier group is not crap. The bolt carrier group is machined good. All the machining is good. It's billet. I mean, it's a nice upper. Okay, now don't get me wrong. You can get cheaper uppers, you know, but honestly, when it comes to that, they all shoot. The only difference in cheaper uppers is sometimes the material and if your feed ramps are polished or not. I mean, that's brand name, quality, marksmanship, machining, all take a giant part in that. So whatever. I got this one, which is a higher end upper, okay? And the lower, I ain't gonna get into it. Just a basic lower. You can order them online. You just order a lower. That's it. You just order a lower. Look up AR15 lower. Order them. I'm not gonna get into that. Because if you're watching this video, you hopefully know a little about ARs. If you really don't know about lowers, shoot me an email. I'll give you all the information you want to know, how to get lowers, where to get lowers at. Okay, so I pretty much built this from the bottom up. So when I had bought the upper, this is a Javadi upper. Okay, I bought it from that place in Orlando. I walked in there, bought it, got a receipt. Like I said, place is weird to me. I mean, I feel bad calling it shady because the guy was nice, but it was pretty much like you walk in, I need an upper. Oh, you need upper. What you need? I got it right now. Let's go. It was like, you got a receipt. It's legal. I don't know. It's weird. They don't answer emails. Don't answer phone. Nothing there. They're barely open. Whatever. So we'll start off what we did with the upper. First of all, we put an SLR Rifle Works, and as you can see, for the snowflakes, it's unloaded. Cause I'm tired of people crying like babies and all this baby stuff. Everybody crying. There you go. How many times do you want me to shoot it? All right. So, all right, I'm gonna put it back in there, and I'll put the smaller one in there for the way it looks, just for the hell of it. All right. So, SLR Rifle Works. I mean, this is called a linear comp. Okay. Now, when I built this gun, all right, I was firing it, and I had a regular muzzle brake on it. Man, I forgot to put my headphones on for one shot. I had it ringing in my ear for like 3 days. It is loud as hell. If you put an SLR linear comp on it, or any linear comp on it, I happen to go with SLR, okay? It will calm down the noise. It's forward blasting. It puts the noise and the blast forward. Still loud as hell. And nothing's lower than a suppressor. But it works good. I think that was about $240. That place is also located in Florida. It's in Winter Haven. I will put a link to SLR Rifle Works in the bottom so you can order linear comps. They have some really cool linear comps. Great customer service, man. I walked in there. The guy built it for me right there. He stopped production, built it for me right there, sold it to me, and even gave me a discount because he was just a nice guy. So that's what we did. So we put the linear comp on it, okay? We put our sight, which is a Trigicon RMR red dot, okay? 6.5 MOA red dot. And we put a riser on it because the reason why we put a riser on it is so we can co-witness with our sights. All right, and if this ever goes out, the batteries die, you have your sights as secondary, or you can use the co-witness. The co-witness sights are Magpul. They're just regular Magpul flip-up sights. Okay, I think those are like right now prices $60 each, I guess. All right, and then I put this right here because what happens when you got a small pistol, you're holding like this. Last thing you want to do is go like this. So I put this, I guess, stopper you want to call it. This is from Bravo Company, BCM. I'll put a link to Bravo Company on the bottom. It is the smallest one I could find that don't hang over too much. Okay, so we got that and that done. The next thing I did is we have our magazines. Okay, now, well, actually, I'll get to that last. But the magazines are just regular PMags, and you're gonna ask me, how do you shoot 9mm out of a PMag? I'll get to that in a second. All right. So we have that, and then what we did was I put the battery assist right here. All right, I put that on. That's by Magpul, so you could hit the battery from right here. Most guys you see in movies, they'll just smack on it and the gun goes in, but that's just, it just looks cool. You don't need it. This looks cool. I put anti-rotation pins in so they don't come out. I put an ambidextrous safety, which means it's a safety on both sides. Okay, it's an ambi safety. I bought that stuff from my local shop. Actually, the anti-rotation roll pins, I bought that from Spike's Tactical because that's also in Florida. I drove there and bought some anti-rotation pins from them. Okay, so we have that and that. For the stock, okay, this stock is a Maxim CQB, okay, close quarters, all right. The reason why I went with the Maxim is because I used to have on a SBA3, which is by, what's the name of that company? I don't remember. It's SBA3. They're the ones that are under fire for all the braces and stuff. I forgot who makes it. What it did was it stuck out to here, okay? And the problem is that I couldn't fit it in my backpack. And if you want to see the video to this with my backpack gun and how I fit it in my backpack, I'll put a link right up here to the backpack gun project, okay? And what kind of book bag I used to carry this, okay? So I bought this and this shrunk it down a lot. The good thing about this, like literally you just take it, ready to go, all right? And you put it back in, and you have to actually get a smaller buffer spring and tube because this is all contained. You could buy it all from Maxim, okay? But it makes, I think my gun overall is 18 inches, okay? And maybe 17 3/4 overall. And the weight of my gun fully loaded is 7 pounds, okay? I have proof of that. I'll put up a picture of it right here of it on a scale, okay? So we got the Maxim CQB stock, all right? We have the anti-rotation pins I told you about right here, ambidextrous safety. We have the Bravo Company front hand stop. We have the SLR Rifle Works linear comp. We have the Magpul flip-up sights and the Trigicon RMR 6.5 MOA with a riser to allow co-witness. Okay, now when it comes to the trigger in this gun, the trigger that I put in here was a trigger by LaRue Tactical. Okay, as you can see the trigger. All right, it's made by a company called LaRue Tactical. I actually got a flat face trigger, and triggers are real easy to take out. Maybe I'll do a video on how to swap out triggers, but this trigger breaks like glass, man. I'm talking about, now it's not loaded. Trigger breaks like glass. It's a two-step trigger, so when you hit it once, see that? Beautiful. It's a beautiful trigger. I love it. I think that the trigger itself cost $89, and I have one on all my ARs, so it is like kick-ass, badass. Okay, so I got that. Give me a second. People driving by, I guess, down a dirt road. But so I got that, the LaRue Tactical. Okay, and oh, I also got the Magpul guard. It's just a drop-down guard. It's you know, pretty cool. And I also have the Magpul grip. All right, and what I keep in here in my grip is all the Allen keys and stuff to work on my rifle. All my Allen keys, okay? All these Allen keys are for, you know, adjusting this, adjusting this. It's just, I keep it all in here. I always go at Magpul because they have that. You know, they got the real cool Scaleworks ones that are like, all fancy and cut out and stuff like that. I like this because it holds everything in there, okay? Now, when you do an AR9, all right, and you want to shoot 9mm, some people want to get a dedicated 9mm lower and dedicated 9mm upper, okay? If you get a dedicated lower, a dedicated 9mm upper, that means lower, it means you can only shoot 9. You could use regular Glock mags, okay? So if you have a Glock, you can use, but I think it's ugly. They're just ugly. It's like you have this, you have this little skinny little thing hanging out. I think it's ugly. So I went with the conversion, the Endomag conversion, okay? But then when you do that, you have to get a dedicated, it's good to get a dedicated 9mm upper, okay? And a dedicated 9mm upper also has an eject on it, and when you shoot around, it'll eject it out. When you use the Endomag, which I'm about to show you, the ejection is built into the actual conversion. So, you know, you can go either way. You can do a 9mm dedicated lower and upper. I don't like them. They're ugly as hell. I like the look. I like the, I like the PMag look. That's the look I like. Okay? Or you could do the 9. If you look up online, dedicated 9mm lower, it's just pretty much a lower like this, and it just fits a Glock mag. It's ugly. Preference. Okay? So, when you convert it to a 9, what you do is there's something called Endomag, and I'm going to put the full video to Endomag right here. My whole conversion and how I did it, okay? What Endomag is, pretty much, it's the internal guts that go inside a PMag. So what you do is you take out the guts from your PMag. You guys should know, take this off. It's a whole video, my Endomag video. Just click that to see how you do that, okay? Take the guts out, and you just take these guts, okay, and you put them right in there, and then it will make your top look like that, okay, to accept a 9mm cartridge, okay. There's a bunch of things you have to do to make it work with your bolt carrier group, a little bit of sanding on the polymer, but it works, okay. These are, I think, $75 for, I think, 3, and you convert your PMag to shoot 9mm, okay. So I chose to go that route because it was just cheaper than getting a dedicated lower and then a dedicated upper for 9mm. So I wanted to be able to use my lowers to swap wherever I wanted. Like, I could take this lower right here, I could take this lower, I could shoot Grendel with it, I could shoot 22 with it if I get the conversion for the upper. I could shoot 223, 556, 45. I mean, it just keeps on going. There's so much stuff you could shoot with an AR15 platform, okay? So that's why I went that route. So I have my options, okay? The upper, this is a dedicated upper. It's a 9mm upper. Nothing I can do with the upper. Upper is always going to shoot 9. Nothing you can do about it. The upper is always going to be a 9mm upper, okay? So, you know, when you do this, it's just fun to do. I built this whole pistol from the ground up, okay? I bought all the parts put together. I did buy a fully built upper, though, with the bolt carrier group. I bought that. But the whole lower, everything, all the parts, fully built, and there's probably videos over YouTube that show you how to build a lower, okay? But like I said, you know, this is my baby right here. This is the Ar9 Backpack Gun, and the backpack video was up top already. This is my carry, Ar9. Any other questions you have on it, let me know. And the reason, and in the Endomag video, the main point of the Endomag video, besides showing you how to use it, was swapping it from 30 rounds to 20, because when you buy Endomag right now only has it for a 30 round mag, okay? And when you have the problem I had with the 30 round mag was just keeping it in my book bag, because see, it sticks out too far, okay? And when you put it in and out of your book bag, it kept hitting. So you know, if you look at the difference, you know, at the 20 versus the 30, all right, you got that much more room, all right. And I mean, honestly, if you need more than 20 rounds, you know, you need a machine gun, because more than 20 rounds is, you don't need more than that. So, you know, we have it shorter, back down to the 20 round mag, and that Endomag video shows you how to convert a 30 round Endomag that comes stock, convert it, cut it down, and modify it to fit into a 20 round. So then you have a smaller compact pistol. The whole point of me getting this was to have a small compact pistol, okay? Besides my handgun pistol, something that I can get, you know, hold more stable, get better accuracy with. That was my point. So it had to be as light as possible and as small as possible. When I first built this, I had an EOTech on it. The EOTech is big and bulky. It has the batteries. I was trying to cut down on weight. So I went to the Trijicon RMR, which is like literally, it's like comparing friggin' weighing an apple to a raisin. Okay, that's the difference in weight. All right, and I went to that, and that made it lighter. Okay, and then once I made it lighter, I was like, man, it's hard to get out of the book bag. How do I make it lighter? Went to a 20 round, knocked off 10 rounds. So that made this whole thing 7 pounds. 7 pounds might be heavy. I see people that have full ARs that are 7 pounds. So this might be heavy in some people's eyes. When I first built it, it was like 9.5 pounds. And I actually got it down to 7. Okay? So, and you know, this is, the Maxim CQB brace is heavy. If you're trying to go lighter, I would go with something lighter. You know, just, there's a lot of lighter options. But the only reason I got this, and I believe it was like 280 bucks, was to make the gun shorter so it could fit in the book bag. That's the only reason, okay? I could have went with the other braces. I can't remember the name of the other company, but I could have went with the other braces, and they were just a little bit too long. Every time I zipped the book bag up, I was kind of pinching the zipper. So that's pretty much it for the AR9 build. If you have any questions on my build, or you want any information on any of the parts, I'll have most of the links down in the bottom to everything. And let me know what you think. Alright, so this is my baby right here. I love her. Not more than my wife. Alright, so once again, if it's your first time here, please like and subscribe. That helps a lot. Any questions, post them in the bottom. Anybody, if you read any of my videos, you see I get back to people real quick. As long as you ask a real question, don't be a smart ass, whatever you want to call yourself. But everything will be in the bottom. Any questions, post in the bottom and let me know. I'll be glad to help you guys out. Once again, Beagler Bass Fishing.